Hello. Hello and welcome to Mose Knows. I am your host, Mose. I know you're probably sitting there and thinking, wait a minute, what episode are we on? Mose, I thought you were supposed to be objective. I mean, you're sitting there with your Niners hat and your Niners hoodie, like you're a Niners gear. What is this about? Well, you've been living under a rock, you haven't been paying attention to the NFL landscape. My Niners made a trade. We traded number 12. We traded a third round pick next year, a first rounder next year, and a first rounder the year after that to move up to number 3 with the Dolphins. So you know what that means. This completely changes the mock draft. Completely changes the mock draft. So why not do a mock draft redo? That's what I'm here for. That's what you're here for. You're here to see the mock draft. You're here to see all the different ways that we can go. Now we got a whole new situation happening. We got a whole new spin on how this thing is going. So let's jump right in and let's redo the Niners mock draft. Select the Niners again. This is an exciting time for the faithful, you know? Exciting time. We've been waiting for Kyle and John to do something spectacular, do something that blow us away. Now, there are some skeptics, some folks out there that say, we gave up too much. But as long as Kyle gets his guy, I don't think you can give up too much. Now, taking a look at the board, Trevor Lawrence and Zach Wilson are already gone. You don't move heaven and earth. You don't give up the draft capital, especially the future draft capital that we gave up. 1, if you're not taking a quarterback. 2, if you're not comfortable with the options that will be there at 3. Now, do I think John Lynch or Kyle Shanahan, specifically Kyle, got on the phone with Robert Saleh over at the Jets? Hey, yo, Rob, what up? Nothing, I'm chilling, Kyle. What's going on with you? Hey, man, what y'all thinking of doing that too? You ain't got to give me no names. You ain't got to give me your specific plan. But, I got something in the works in the back end, and I'm trying to see if I should, pull a trigger or not. You can kind of help me in that decision making, I kind of, brought you along with me to San Fran, gave you a defensive coordinator spot. You took off with it, but man, I threw you a bone, you throw me a bone. Kyle, I got you, bro. Now listen, here's what we gonna do, A, B, C, and D. So, if you thinking of moving up, I think it might be a good idea for you. Rob, my bro. Appreciate you, dog. I'll holler at you in a minute. Something could have happened like that. They could have got on the phone, chopped it up, and maybe not gave them the full understanding of what they're doing, but he gave them enough. Gave them a little bit of breadcrumbs for Kyle to feel comfortable. Me personally, I like Zach Wilson. I don't know if the Jets will take him, but I like Zach Wilson. But I would not be disappointed. I really would not. And y'all killed me last time, because last time I didn't take him. He was on the board. He fell to us at 12 per this mock draft. He was there. And I could have taken him, and I didn't. I went another way. And I was just, based on the understanding that I had at the time, I just went another way. Give you something different. Because more than likely, the situation that happened in that mock draft, and this is a computer, y'all. Come on now. This is a computer. It's a random engine generated. Really? He wasn't going to be there at 12. But now we move up to ensure that we get one of these dudes. And based off of this random engine, he's here. And I think he'll be a great addition to the team. I'm not going to waste no time. We're going to go Justin Fields over Trey Lance at number 3. Get the quarterback of the future. Now, I know a lot of y'all like Trey Lance. He has a ton of upside. Strong arm. He has the mobility, The knock on him is he played in the FCS. He played at North Dakota State. If you talk to people, I was just watching Grant Cohn. The FCS and North Dakota State in the FCS is like Alabama in the SEC. Like, they win the FCS championship every year. They're the best team in that conference. Nobody's touching them. So the level of talent that he's going against is not elite. One thing that he does have for him is he did call his own protections, and he's in an NFL style offense. But I think Fields is a better prospect as a QB. I think Fields is more mentally prepared for this level, for this role coming into the NFL. And I like what he's able to do. Now, I could go the same route that I did last time. We could go Wyatt Davis again. We do need to upgrade that right guard spot. That's an option. Jalen Mayfield is still on the board here. We could say, man, we bringing in this rookie quarterback. Even if we start Jimmy Garoppolo or if we trade Jimmy, either way, we're going to need to protect him. And is Mike McGlinchey the best option at right tackle? He's had his flaws. He's had his ups and downs. I could go corner. We were able to bring back K'Wan Williams. We got our slot corner. We were able to bring back E-Man and Jason Verrett. So we got our outside corners. But do we still need to grab a guy to come in and fill out, the roster in that position group, and to bring a level of competition? Aaron Rodgers is here. Kelvin Joseph is here. Asante Samuel Jr. is here. Those are all options. If I'm just looking at the interior O-line, I think with this second round pick, it would be a waste to get Creed Humphrey or Landon Dickerson. They both play center. We have our starting center in Alex Mack, Josh Myers, Quinn Miners, Trey Smith, Ben Cleveland, Deontay Brown. I think I'm gonna keep this the same. Let me see who's all available. Let me see real quick who's top. That might be an option too. Do we want to do something a little different? Let's do something a little different. We got an opportunity to do a redo, so why not? We talk about explosion on the offense. I get we need a big body receiver, and I'm gonna try to get one later in the draft. But Rondell Moore is on the board, and if you saw his pro day, this kid is explosive. Speed for days. Agile, quick, good route runner, decent hands. So you got Debo and Ayuk on the outside. Then who's playing our slot? We lost Kendrick Bourne. He was Jimmy Garoppolo's favorite target, go-to, especially on third down, strong hands, move the chain. I'm not a big fan of Trent Taylor at all. Never have been. Sorry, Trent. Love that you're on the team. Just not a fan of you in the role of this offense. And he can't stay healthy. So that's 2 knocks against him. I really like Richie James. And I want him to get more opportunities. When he got his opportunity last year, I think specifically in that Washington game, might have been Washington game, might have been another, he went off. He was the only guy, but he went off. So it's capable for him to do it. But Rondell Moore, when you talk about his speed and explosiveness, what he's able to do for you in the slot, and people are talking about, going out and maybe signing a free agent like Danny Amendola. Why? That's Trent Taylor, but the elderly. Like, no, I don't want Danny Amendola. I don't care what his familiarity is with Wes Welker. I don't want Danny Amendola because he got injury concerns too. And like I said, he's geriatric. He's old. Don't want him. So give me somebody with this kind of speed and explosiveness in the slot. In Kyle's offense, Ooh, wee. Rondell Moore. I'll take that. Let's get funky with it. We got a redo. Let's get funky with it. Let's get all the way funky with it. Now, what I did in the third round, I believe, was I took a corner when we got to pick 102, which we still have. It was rumored that this compensatory pick that we have in the third round was part of the trade, but then it came out that it wasn't this year's third, it's next year's third. So we still have a first, a second, and a third this year. We should have a fourth, and I think we have our 3 fifths. So we have 9 total picks. We're up here. I could go Ben Cleveland, but I don't think he fits Kyle's system. He's a little bit of a bigger guy, and he's not as agile. He's strong though, for sure. I mean, I took both of these guys. This draft board is always changing. They got St. Juice higher than Trill Williams, but I'm a Trill Williams fan. I've been doing a lot of tape. I like St. Juice too, but Trill is my guy. Our next pick is what? 117? Oh, if I don't take him, let me see. What else we got? Oh, I mean, we got running backs though. We got Mostert. Tevin Coleman went and signed with the Jets. But we got Jeff Wilson Jr. We got, did I forget his name again? Jermichael Hasty. And then we signed Austin Walter. But Gainwell, honestly, I think Gainwell could overtake both Walter and Hasty. And what he offers as a running back with his speed, but also as a pass catcher out the backfield. Yeah, I think the defense is solid. And because we were able to bring back mostly all our guys. Let me see if I can get Trill at 117. I'm gonna go Kenneth Gainwell. Let me see if I can get Trill at 117. Let's go. Got Trill at 117. Let's go. Got my corner. And now we got these 3 fifth-round picks coming up, which is music to Mose's ears. Why? Say it with me. Y'all already know. Mose loves multiple picks in any round. Multiple picks in any round. Let's take a look at edge rushers. Who we got? Chauncey Golston from Iowa. Jonathan Cooper. Earlston Smith. Shaka Tony. Okay. We're going to take a look at interior line. I mean, we could go Trey Hill from Georgia. That's an option. We love our South Carolina Gamecocks. We could go Sedarius Hutcherson right here. My boy Drake Jackson is still on the board. Trey McKitty's still here if we want to go tight end. Because we still haven't done anything in regards to Jordan Reed, so I don't know if he's coming back yet. We could go safety for insurance. We brought back Jaquaski Tart on a 1-year deal, but we could go safety for insurance. Even though we got a couple safeties, we signed a veteran in free agency. We got Marcel Harris back, Tavarius Moore, Jimmy Ward. I don't think it's necessary that we go safety. I know Joe gonna be like, take Caden Stearns, take Caden Stearns. But I don't think that's necessary, OG. I really don't. Not now with the safeties that we have. They're all familiar with the system. So is Caden Stearns gonna get Burns over? Is Caden Stearns gonna get Burns? Is Caden Stearns gonna get burned over Marcel Harris and Tavarius Moore? I don't think so. I mean, at best he'll come in and be a special teams player, but both Harris and Moore are special team players also. So I honestly don't think it's necessary. I do think it's necessary that we grab another edge guy to help shore that position up. Hopefully Bosa will be back. Nick Bosa will be back by week 1. If he's not 100% ready, it may not be until week 2 or 3 or 4. And with Chris Kosaric, our defensive line coach, we love to have a good rotation. Yes, we signed Samson Ebukam, and we brought some other guys back, but it's good to just have more pieces to put in that rotation. So I'm gonna go Chauncey Golston, edge out of Iowa here. Give me a Hawkeye. Back on the clock at 172. And then we're on again at 180. We're gonna see as far as interior line. See the top guy here. Yup. And if we wanted to go Caden Stearns to make Joe happy, I mean, we up again at 180. So could we go Stearns and then get the guard at 180? Let's see. Let's just make Joe happy. What linebackers are here? We didn't get a linebacker early like we did last time, so we might not go there with that route. Some of these guys will probably end up being undrafted free agents. Probably we can bring some of those guys in then, or see what veteran linebackers are still available after the draft. So we don't need to go there. Let's make you happy, Joe? Caden Stearns, 172. You happy now? And my guard is still available. Sedarius Hutchinson out of South Carolina at 180. So we take care of that interior guard spot, bring him in and let him compete. Back on the clock here at 194. I mean, we could go interior line again and get my boy Drake Jackson right now and have him come in and compete too. Because Lakin Tomlinson okay, but sometimes you get a little shaky. Sometimes you get a little shaky. So that is always possible. We could go another corner. Rashad Wildgoose is here. That's an option. Thomas Graham from Oregon is an option. I like Tay Gowan here. Maybe we can get Tay in the 7. At 230. Maybe we can get Tay there with our last pick, 194. It's possible we could use another swing tackle. Not a big fan of Justin Spool. Again, sorry, Justin. Love that you're a Niner. Just not a big fan. Could go Larry Jackson for that. That's an option. Yeah, give him my swing tackle. And Alaric, he can also shift inside the guard if we need him to. Shoot, if he beats somebody out in training camp, that's a good possibility. So we could go Alaric Jackson, or we could go Drake Jackson. Just because I know Alaric can play tackle, I'm gonna go Alaric. See where we at when we get to 230. And I think he's still here, so I'm gonna snatch him. Give me another corner and take going. And that's gonna wrap it up for the redo. I'm excited about it. I mean, not even the redo. I'm just excited about having the 3rd overall pick. And Kyle and John really, hold on, let me go to our picks before so we can recap. Kyle and John really, having the guts to say, look, this is where we are. They assess the situation, even with Jimmy Garoppolo on the roster. They said, we like this many guys in this class. Kyle said it in his press conference today. We knew at 12, we were going to be left at the altar. We were going to be stood up. Because standing pat and sitting at 12, those guys would have been off the board. And you got to think, if Lawrence goes 1, then it's Wilson, Fields, Lance after that. Another team might see that run on quarterbacks and jump into the top 10 for Mac Jones. If they really, really like him. He had a pro day already. He's throwing again tomorrow at Alabama, so teams get another opportunity to see him throw. I'm sure he's going to want to improve on some things from that first time. So, you have that ability to see him again. I'm sure a team is probably going to fall in love with him in the process. Seeing him twice at Alabama's pro day, having virtual meetings with him, getting to, talk to him and his agent more. I'm sure teams are going to fall in love with him in the process. So there's this run on quarterbacks. There might even be people and teams that jump up to make sure that they get one of the guys. This might push Kyle Trask's value up to where he's looked at as an early 2nd round pick, but a team says, you know what? Maybe we might not get this guy if we wait. So maybe we have to trade into that bottom half of the first round, similar to what Baltimore did when they traded back into the first round to get Lamar Jackson. Somebody might trade back in to get Kyle Trask, and then you have 6 quarterbacks taken in the first round. Now, is a lot of hype being put on this QB draft class? Absolutely there is. But for some of it is for good reason. You got a lot of potential. You got a lot of athleticism. You got a lot of moxie. I mean, Zach Wilson's pro day was phenomenal. Some people might say, oh, it's overrated, overhyped. He was doing that against no defense, throwing crazy wild throws, and it just so happened that they were able to connect. But the fact that he's able to do that, and the fact that he's shown that on tape in games that he's able to do that, and if you get him into a system that, fits well with him, he's just going to be able to take that and expand on that and build on that. So, you have that there. Trevor Lawrence speaks for itself. Justin Fields, and there's a lot of negativity, being thrown at him right now. And, but you look at that college football playoff game that he had against Clemson and the way he lit it up in all types of ways, including the fact that he got that lower hip injury when he took that big hit, and it hurt, and he was grimacing all game, but he was still throwing dots all game long. He toughed it out, throw a touchdown and limp off the field, grabbing his side, wincing in pain, going right back out and leading the offense on another touchdown drive. The throws that he made in that game were phenomenal. So he has it. And I mean, this may not mean much because they were young. It was in high school, it was before college. But Justin Fields did beat Trevor Lawrence in the Elite 11 competition. I'm going to just throw that out there. I would love to hear Trent Dilfer's assessment of Justin Fields and see if he agrees with all the slander and hate that Justin Fields is getting. But let's recap this redo. Number 1, 3rd pick overall. 49ers draft their QB of the future. Justin Fields, quarterback out of Ohio State. 2nd round, the 49ers offense even gets more explosive, adding wide receiver Rondale Moore out of Purdue. Add a little bit more explosion. In the 3rd round, pick 102, we take Kenneth Gainwell, running back out of Memphis. 117, we finally jump over to the defensive side of the ball. In the 4th round, we take cornerback Trill Williams out of Syracuse. 155, we take edge rusher Chauncey Golston out of Iowa. 172, we take safety Caden Stern out of Texas. At 180, we take guard Za'Darius Hutcherson out of South Carolina. 194, we take tackle Alaric Jackson out of Iowa. And then at 230, we take Tay Gowan, corner out of UCF. And I believe, like I said in the last one, 230, that 7th round pick, it shouldn't still belong to us unless we have 2 7th round picks and one of them went to the Eagles. I would have to double check that just to make sure. But I don't think that 7th round pick belongs to us. It belongs to the Eagles because of the situation that happened with Marquise Goodwin. But 230 could still be ours if we have multiple 7th round picks. I'll double check that. But that's going to do it for the recap. Thank y'all for tuning in. Faithful, let me know what y'all think about this one. I know we're going to be arguing about this until draft night and the pick is made. I know y'all love Zach Wilson. I love Zach Wilson too. He just wasn't on the board for me to take here. And this has been the conversation. If Trevor Lawrence and Zach Wilson are off the board at 3, what do the 49ers do? Do they go with the proven, but still kind of unproven in Justin Fields? Or do they go with the project and Trey Lance and bet on his potential? Do they trade all that draft capital to go up for Mac Jones? I sincerely hope that that's not the case. No offense to Mac Jones, but I don't think you move that many assets to go up to 3 and get Mac Jones. I think Mac Jones would have been there at 12. Even if there were teams trading up to go on this run of quarterbacks, I fully believe in my heart of hearts that Mac Jones will be there at 12. That's not a trade up scenario that you have to do or to think about. I think you trade all that up to go to 3 with the mindset that it's either going to be Wilson, Fields, or Lance. Now, if Jacksonville shock us and Urban Meyer take Fields because he recruited him to Ohio State, I'm sure the Jets probably would take Trevor Lawrence. But if they don't and they really fell in love with Zach Wilson, then they take Zach Wilson and Trevor Lawrence somehow falls to 3. Bro, my big self will be doing so many back flips and backhand springs, and I'm probably going to jump until I jump through the roof of my house right now, if that happens. I know that's far-fetched, but right now, we're in a position where anything is possible. We don't know what the 2 teams in front of us are going to do. We have a good idea, but on draft night, all of that could go to crap. And the craziest thing could happen. And we're just going to have to wait and see. But comment down below. Let me know how you feel about this draft, this redo. Hit me up on all the socials. They'll be linked below. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I love to hear y'all opinion. I love interacting with y'all, talking about these. So hit me up, and I'll catch y'all in the next episode. Peace. Oh, wait, before I go, I forgot to do my spiel, right? If you're new, it's your first time here at Mose Knows, guess what? Now you are a family member. You have been adopted in to the Mose Knows family, and there's nothing you can do about it. But now, since you family, I need you to do 2 things for me. I need you to hit that subscribe button, then take another 2 seconds and hit that bell icon so you can get notified every time new content drops right here at Mose Knows. Stuff is happening across the league. Different information is coming in every single day. We may have another trade. Somebody might want to trade up with Atlanta, maybe Carolina, maybe another team, maybe Denver want to trade up and get to the 4th spot to say, look, okay, first 3 teams take a quarterback. Whoever the 4th one is left, we'll take him. We want that guy, but we want to make sure we get him. So stuff could happen. We may do another redo. You never know. You want to get notified when that happens. Again, thank you for taking time and spending a little bit with Mose Knows, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.